Now is the time we are going to be defining the definition of the project. I hope all of you, both of you, understand what a project means. Many times you must have read it, but let me explain it, these few words, in a way that will stick to the back of your mind. So I have underlined and colored specific items which you should understand here. The definition is, a project is a temporary endeavor undertaken to create a unique product, service, or result. We all agree to that. We all understand that. We all have heard it a number of times. What do you mean by temporary endeavor? Let me have it from Babar. What do you mean by a temporary endeavor? Ji Babar.
Temporary endeavor, and it's having some specific time starting and ending, having some ending and start.
Do you mean that
there is a time frame?
Time frame. Do you mean that the beginning and the end of the project is already defined? We know the dates when the project will start and finish.
Normally, when in our case, normally we are having the kickoff meeting date and final acceptance (FAC) dates. They give us these dates, and we have to complete within this time.
Okay, from where do you get these dates? The project is yet not started.
These dates are coming from the government, that they need this station before Ramadan or before next summer, like this.
So whatever agreement you have with your boss or or your vendor or whomsoever is awarding you this thing, you have understand. You have understanding. You have a contract. You have a MOU. You have something.
Yeah.
And that specifies that this should be done by that date, right?
Exactly.
Are you sure?
Actually, we distribute. Sorry.
Are you sure that that date can be met? 100%. That
actually, sometime we complete before that and sometime there are some shutdowns issues. That's why we are extend, or some land issues. If land is the landowner don't want to give the land, so extending.
So we understand there is an element of uncertainty.
Yeah.
Exactly. There is an objective of the project. There is a purpose of the project. As soon as that purpose is accomplished, the project will be complete. Maybe the assigned date, you have done the project in half the time. So is the project not complete? You can do the project earlier or you can do the project later. That does not matter. But project did start at a specific point in time and it will end at a specific point in time. That is our temporary endeavor. A project must have a start and must have an ending. That means temporary. A specific date is not temporary endeavor. Do you understand my point?
Yes.
Ji Kham, what is your opinion on this?
Sir, absolutely. I'm very clear that it's a temporary endeavor because it has a start date and it has an end date. It cannot go for forever. As long as the objectives of the project are met, whether be it a product, service, or result, the project will be terminated.
But I am disagreeing with you. I am saying dates do not matter. Dates do not matter.
Sir, I agree, sir. So because we cannot be 100% sure about the dates, because obviously all projects are done in future, so there's always going to be a level of uncertainty.
Right. That is exactly why we just want to say that temporary means that there will be a starting point and there will be an ending point. Okay, let us explain endeavor. What is the endeavor?
And it's an effort or a task.
Right, exactly. Endeavor is an attempt. It is an effort to do something. Well, if I am putting in an effort, what is the surety of success? Is there a surety of success with it? If I launch myself on a temporary effort, how sure are you that you will accomplish it? There is no surety.
You cannot sure. Obviously, there is a probability, sir, the 50-50 probability, but you
Right.
cannot be sure that you can complete it.
Right. You may or you may not. Why
Yes, sir.
this uncertainty is attached with the project? Is it the same with the operations?
I would say no, sir, because the operations are things that have been going on for a while. Um, I mean, so there is not that uncertainty in them. So they're not happening in the future; they're happening in the present.
Wonderful. So the operations are repetitive in nature, and we are exactly sure what we will be doing. So that is number one, that is not temporary, and number two, that is not an endeavor. This is temporary and this is endeavor. So collectively we call it a project is a temporary endeavor. So an endeavor takes care of the level of uncertainty inherent in a project, and temporary take care of the aspect that this is something we have never done before and we are doing it only for first time. We don't know how much time it will take, but it will start at some point, it will finish at some point. So this is a temporary effort. Once I have done it, I have done it. It is not going to continue forever. My job will be done, completed. Temporarily I'm going to launch a temporary effort or endeavor. So this is the explanation of temporary endeavor. And why do we do it? We are trying to create something. Create something means that we are going to do something which we have never done before. So the level, the uncertainty we talked about earlier in endeavor is now superimposed that we are creating something. So this emphasizes that whatever we are doing, we have never done it before. And what are we creating? Whatever we are creating, that is going to be unique. Again, an emphasis that this thing is unique in nature because it has never been done before. So we have got 3 times proven that whatever we are doing has never been done before. Endeavor points to that, creation points to that, uniqueness points to that. Now let us talk about what are we producing. We are producing the deliverable, and that deliverable can be a physical output, a deliverable which is called a product, and not necessarily a product. It could even be a service or it could be a result. So it encompasses beyond the product. Normally in project management, people think that projects are done to create products. Not only products, but services are results. Maybe, you ask me to provide you mentoring services for 1 month. If I provide you those services and the mission is accomplished, the purpose is achieved, I have delivered you the service. The product of my project or the deliverable of my project is the service I have provided you. It may not be something you can really touch and feel. You can't feel a service. Similarly, result. If someone asks me to create a feasibility study, I create a feasibility study of say 20 pages and I charge you 100,000 rupees. Somebody can say, well, 20 pages you are charging 100,000 rupees. Why? Because this is a specific result produced out of a research. I have undertaken a temporary initiative a temporary endeavor, and I have accomplished these results. I have compiled these results, and they are being produced to you. So this could be a result. So this deliverable we are talking about, it could be a product, service, or result. Collectively, the definition which you have already understood and heard many times, if you read it again, it will be even more clear to you. A project is a temporary endeavor undertaken to create a unique product, service, or result. I hope this helps.
That was wonderfully explained, sir. Thank you very much.